Hello, dear students, followers, and learners. How are you? I hope you are well by the grace of Almighty Allah and you are spending critical situations because of devastating corona and you are spending in home okay. However, this is me, Muhammad Hamayatullah Rashid, lecturer of English at Collectorate School and College, Bandarban. You know that, dear students, we are discussing about with you about transformation of sentence, changing sentence, okay? And from change sentence, the specific part, simple, complex, compound. And in my previous class, I have discussed with you some basic rules of simple complex compound. So today I wanted to share with you, I want to discuss with you the rest of the rules, okay, for changing a sentence from simple to complex, compound, complex to compound, and vice versa. Okay, so let us start and follow me to know the all rules about simple, complex, and compound. So uh, after my previous class, today I want to start from these rules: in spite of and despite of. Okay, you know that it is phrase word. It is phrase word. And we further said that prior to that I said to you that phrase word used at the beginning of sentence in simple sentence. Phrase word used in simple sentence. So in spite of, despite of will be used in simple. Okay, so if there are these words at the beginning of sentence, then we have to know that this word is simple sentence. Okay, so let us know these rules. If there is in spite of and despite of, then there will be if there is be bar, it will be being. It will be being. Okay, after in spite and despite of, be will be being. Okay, then there will be a possessive phrase, or there will be any noun. Okay, then its complex will be do, although. Do, although. Got the point? And in complex will be with but. Okay, this is the basic rule. Okay, and prior to that we have discussed with you about two and two. Do you remember that? Two and two, it's also used in simple. Okay, and in complex we said that so and verb will be in negative, and in compound we said that will be very. Okay, and so like this. Okay, now we are discussing about in spite of. In spite of means tashotteu. Okay, in spite of these situations, in spite of having, like this. Okay, so in simple, if there is in spite of or despite of, then in complex will be though, although, and in compound will be but. Okay, here we have to remember one thing, that both clauses, past and present clause, both clauses will be in the same tense. Okay, if the present clause is in present tense, then the next clause will be in present tense. If the present clause is in past tense, then the next will be in the past form. Okay, okay, let us put an example. In spite of his poverty, in spite of his poverty, he is honest. He is honest. Okay, so here his poverty is a possessive phrase. Then in complex, we do, although will make it a specific clause, and there will be another specific clause. So as a rule above mentioned, we can say that in case of in spite of, in complex will be do or although. So we can say that do, his will be he, uh, as it is in present form. Do, he is. Poverty will be its adjective. Okay, it is noun. Poverty is noun, and we have to place here is adjective. Though he is poor, though he is poor, do oblique although, he is honest. He is honest. He is honest. Okay, though he is poor, he is honest. Okay, it's complex. And in compound there will be but. Okay, so we can say that He is poor, but he is honest. But he is honest. Okay, one rule is done. Got the point? So in case of in spite of, we have to use here possessive phrase, or if there is any verb, then will be in being. Okay, in spite of his poverty, he is poor. We can put another example. In spite of being ill, being, it is from be verb. Okay, in spite of being ill, he came to college. He came to college. Okay, he came to college. In spite of being ill, he came to college. Then in this case we can say that though he was ill, as it is in past form. Okay, the main clause is in past form, then the both clause will be in past form. Okay, though he was ill, he came to college. And in compound, he was ill but he came to college. Got the point? Okay, this rule is finished. Okay, it is the rule of in spite of, in despite of. Okay, then in another rule we can say that another one, being. If being used at the beginning of sentence, it will indicate to any cause. Okay, for example, being honest. Okay, being honest, he cannot do this, cannot do this. Okay, like this. So if there is being at the beginning of sentences, it will indicate to cause. Okay, then in complex will be as, since, or for. Okay, or because, exactly like this. Okay, so in complex we can use as, it also indicate any cause, and we can use since, it also indicates to any cause, and for we can use, it also indicate any cause, and because also cause. Okay, in complex we can say that as it is in present form, so the rest clause will be in the present form. So being honest, he cannot do this. So in complex we can say that as he is honest. As he is honest, he cannot do this. He cannot do this. Okay, or we can say that since he is honest, he cannot do this. Or we can say with for. If we can with for, then we can say that he cannot do this for he is honest. He cannot, then the next clause will be the in front of the sentence. Okay, he cannot do this, he cannot do this for he is honest, for he is honest. Okay, he cannot do this for he is honest. And if we can use because, then we can say he cannot do this because he is honest. Okay, so in place of for we can use because he cannot do this because he is honest. Got the point? Okay, so it is used in case of being. Okay, done. Then in compound, so it is complex. Okay, so in complex we can say since or as or for or because, anyone will do. Okay, and in compound we can say that and so. In compound will be and so. If there is indicates, if the sentence indicates to any cause, then in complex we can use and so. Okay, for example, he is honest, he is honest, he is honest, and so he cannot do this, and so he cannot do this, and so he cannot do this. he is honest, and so, okay, it indicates to any cause, so and so he cannot do this. Got the point? So it is if the sentence indicates to any cause. Okay, done. Another option is because of. Because of. Because of, it also indicates to any cause. Okay, in case of because of, there will be a phrase, okay, possessive phrase like this. Okay, then in complex we can use also as or since, because, for, etc. And in compound we can say and so, because this indicates to cause. Okay, for example, because of, okay, because of his illness, because of his illness he cannot go to college, he cannot go to college. Okay, so here because of used in simple sentence, so we can use in complex as or since or for or because, any one we can use. So but in case of for and because, the last clause will be in the front. Okay, in the front line, so we can say that as he is ill, adjective. Okay, as he is ill he cannot go to college, he cannot go to college. As he is ill he cannot go to college. Okay, as he is ill he cannot go to college. Okay, and in compound will be he is ill and so he cannot go to college, and so he cannot go to college. Okay, okay, dear students, now you know that the basic rule of simple complex compound, and in the next class I will try to complete the next rule. Okay, the other rules. Okay, so that's all about for the time being. Thanks for your patient hearing and try to follow my class. Okay, thank you.